3, 2, 1, action. Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about
whatever we want.
Bitches!
So you guys went to Vegas.
Yep.
No,
we didn't.
Hell yes.
No, we didn't.
First time driving to Vegas in like...
Oh, you never drove to Vegas before?
Wait, let her finish her sentence, bro. In 6 years. Because I was trying to avoid airports because of...
Are you lying to me? 6 years?
It was 2014.
Well, wait, because we drove with them to Vegas in a van, but we didn't drive. We didn't drive.
Me driving. Okay. Oh yeah, that's true.
Because we had a van.
True, we had a van last year.
Remember
I
that?
actually forgot about that.
Dude, I feel like that's when I caught COVID.
Really?
What? In April of last year?
Yeah, remember I was in the van and out of nowhere I got fucking crazy sick.
You
I
brought
needed
it
the
here?
IV. I needed the IV shit. Remember?
We all got sick because someone was sick in the van, and it was Gio.
Yeah.
That made us all sick.
That's it.
So I made your immunity stronger is what you're telling me.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
So we're all immune to the Vegas COVID, is what you're saying?
Vegas's version.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I caught it that time too, because that was the time where we did the IV. At night, felt like I was breathing out of a straw. So I was like, fuck Vegas, you can get anything. Let me get one of these doctors that come over, like, that are on call. I called them.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and they're like, no, it's gonna cost $1,000 just for the visit. I was like, fuck you.
And he had like this Brooklyn accent with attitude.
I thought you're supposed to care about my health. That's what you're dedicated to, you son of a bitch. And I could barely say that because I'm breathing out of a straw.
You were wearing that hat too.
And it's like, I hang up and I go to urgent care the next day, and then they gave, and I don't think since COVID wasn't like labeled or really invented yet, they're like, oh fuck, let me put you on a respirator. So I'm there and I got to take a lot of cool Instagram pictures with the respirator on.
You get to vlog a little bit.
And then they're like, oh fuck, let me get an x-ray of your lungs. And they're like, oh fuck, you have pneumonia, dude, what the hell's going on? And I think it's literally COVID shit, but they just didn't have a name for it yet.
Yeah.
But this is also way earlier than the supposed timeline.
Maybe you had COVID 18.
18 and a half, yeah. I didn't get that new. I didn't get the update, dude.
Didn't you guys all get sick when all of JK got sick in December?
I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Yeah, we didn't actually.
Because that was the sickest I've been.
Because David got sick, you guys got sick, everyone got, but we didn't.
We were fucked up.
It's so funny because there was someone so one of our fans tagged me in this one video of this guy making an impression, and it says like everyone, like, oh my god, I totally had coronavirus back in December. Like I totally did. Like they didn't have it here yet, but I totally had it, and it's so funny. And then they tagged me in it. And
They're making fun of us?
Yes.
I mean, but we did.
You don't know us. You don't know our
I'm gonna get an antibodies test, you son of a bitch, and fucking prove you probably right.
It makes sense because
so
like
funny.
when New York was like blowing up with COVID, like LA didn't really get that crazy, even though we're also a big city. And I think it's because a lot of people had it in October through December. That's my theory.
I believe that too.
If only we could hear all the dumb shit you're saying at home.
I mean, no one knows because we didn't have tests.
So then how was the drive?
To me, it was relaxing. Like I like driving for long periods of time, and like I haven't been leaving my house at all. Like not to go to the store or anything. So it was nice to just even get out of the house.
Yeah.
And we got to like make a pit stop at this place called Eddie World that has like all this
saw your
candy.
photo, it's cute.
It's so fun. Like
That place is my dream.
Have you been there, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The urinals have games.
Was it orange on the way to Vegas?
The sky.
It was brown.
It was dirty brown?
Yeah.
And then did it clear?
It actually didn't really.
It was just brown the whole way?
Like once we got to our friend's house, because we were staying at our friend's house, not on the strip, it was even like kind of smoky there too. Like it had gone over there. But then the next day was clear blue sky. Mm-hmm. It's like we brought it with us and then it kept going.
Well, when I showed up, it was like clear blue, and then it turned smoky for like a day.
Oh.
I think I was a day ahead of you guys.
I think it was just the wind
Yeah,
direction,
yeah.
obviously, but yeah.
So why'd you guys go out to Vegas?
We were possibly looking at properties.
Oh my god.
Possibly.
Here's what I wanted to do.
Possibly.
You know what I've never done before when I went to Vegas is not go to the strip. So I wanted to see if I could, if you can live in Vegas, then not going to the strip should be even satisfying as well, right?
It's actually really easy to not go to the strip.
Yeah, I liked it more.
Because like I think like, you know, usually when you think about Vegas, it's like this vacation, you can't wait to go there, so you're like singing and having a great time.
Some people feel that way. Not everyone.
Most people,
Yeah.
and then you're in the car on the plane, you're so excited. When you get there, it's so tunnel vision, right? You're like, fuck these fucking suburbs. Get the fuck out of the way. I want to see the casinos.
Yeah.
But when you're using when you have a different hat on, like,
I want to see the house.
yeah, I'm like, oh shit, like Vegas is actually like this, and then
Strip?
the strip is actually like this, and then the city's actually like this. And I'm like, oh wait, that's kind of like Hollywood, right? Like when you think about like other people, how they think of LA.
Yeah.
Not everyone in LA is an actor. Just like not everyone in Vegas is a gambleaholic or like casino or dealer or whatever. So I'm like, oh yeah, there's normal shit. There's normal industries. There's dentists in Vegas. There's veterinarians in Vegas.
Casino workers need to get their teeth fixed.
Yeah.
Everything's so new too. That's what I liked about it. Like it was like new restaurants, new like cool looking like outdoor patio bars. Like it was very new.
There's little touches too. Like I went inside of a gas station and there was slot machines against the wall. 2 guys playing slot machines while drinking Four Loko.
Oh shit.
One of the saddest things I've ever
Wait, they still make Four Locos?
Yeah.
Probably in Vegas.
No, they have it everywhere now.
No, they're illegal here.
No. They calmed them down or whatever so they could re-release them.
So they had to change the recipe or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're not as local.
It's not that loco anymore.
It's like 2 Loko now.
It's 4 mocos.
But Vegas isn't the only spot that I think people are visiting. Like we have a lot of friends that are checking out Utah, Texas.
I have a friend who's buying in Texas.
Colorado.
Colorado. And then everyone in other states are like, get out of here, Californians!
Yeah.
Stop coming here!
Well, it's our turn because everyone was coming here before. Now we're going to you guys.
Yeah, how do you like it?
Well, fuck your freeways up. How about that?
We just weren't born during that time, but it happened.
We'll set fire to your rainforests and shit. That's apparently what we do here.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We got rainforest?
We don't have rainforests.
We have dry forests.
Dry forest.
Yeah.
Desert
If only they were rainforests.
That was one part about Vegas that I'm like, it's kind of cool. I'm like, nothing's even burnable. It's already been dry.
It's all cement and rocks.
Try to set a rock on fire, buddy.
You know what I noticed actually is that it's surprisingly green in the suburbs area.
In the city, yeah.
Yeah, they do a really good job. I was very impressed. Because we do all have that like, ew, but you have to live in Vegas, you know, when you're.
Because you think of the strip, it's dirty, it's grimy.
But then you go out there and it's like they got trees.
Nature-y.
It's really nice. And then they got Lake Mead, and then they got these like mountains that have like
Red Rock?
Red Rock during the winter time. So it's really cute.
I get dry fast though.
Okay.
For me, day 7, I was already dehydrated.
That's true. You need a humidifier.
I was drinking a lot of water, and then I missed like 1 day of.
You missed a day of water?
Just not enough.
That's a lot. Even missing a day here is a lot.
Oops, I didn't drink water.
No, it's not like I didn't drink the whole day. I'm saying I missed the same amount. Oh. So like, let's say I have to drink double from LA, right? To feel like hydrated. So if I drink LA level waters out there,
It's not enough.
no, I get dehydrated like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Their tap's not all fucked up like LA is.
Damn, is everything just better?
Sounds like it. Do they have earthquakes there? I don't think they do.
Or mosquitoes?
Or mosquitoes. That was the selling point.
Oh, there's no mosquitoes?
No mosquitoes.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's too dry for them.
Oh, that's tight.
They shrivel up in the air.
New Mexico, Nevada, Arizona have the lowest species of mosquitoes in the nation,
I'd rather be in New Mexico.
and Texas has the most species of mosquitoes in the nation.
Why New Mexico?
Texas? Interesting.
It's so humid.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never
'Cause
thought
so
of Texas
humid.
as humid.
Oh yeah.
Texas is pretty bad.
Casey and Jess both said they're like,
Get the
oh, it's
hell out of
way
Texas."
too humid.
It's pretty bad during the
I
summer.
didn't know they talk like that.
It's way too humid.
Have you not been to your husband's home state?
Just once.
In the summer though.
Just kidding. You know.
Like when he was sitting
No.
here, we were talking about moving to Texas. He was like, don't go, don't. I'm not going back.
Yeah, he tells me that all the time, for sure.
But the prices, though.
The prices and the taxes.
It's worth it,
The
man.
prices of anywhere but California is so awesome.
Why is California all fucked up?
Because they're trying to take advantage. It's almost like they're trying to take advantage of the people. That there's a high population density.
That's true. Well, I mean, what sucks is that you go outside of the main city and then the prices are a little more decent, but it's still fucked up.
Not that decent.
Still not that. You remember our cab driver, the Yugoslavian guy? He's like, tell me why in Victorville, house is still more expensive than Vegas. No one fucking cares about Victorville. I'm like, damn, that's true.
That is true.
How high California
We had
housing
nothing-
Hey,
prices?
Victorville, go fuck yourself.
We had nothing to say.
And he has the most inspiring story because he's like, I came here with nothing and now I own 3 houses. I drive cabs.
In Vegas?
Very expressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
true. Like I was talking to almost every single cab driver, and then most of them aren't Vegas locals, right? Like there was even a British dude that was like, "I've been here for 20 years," and then he's all like, he lived in Huntington Beach, and he's like, "There's no way he could have raised his family out there." And he goes, he has a 5,000 square feet home, and he's a freaking cab driver, and he's like, he could do it.
5,000 square feet.
That's how it should be.
Fucking mansion.
That's how it should be. It used to be that way in America everywhere. Like you could have a blue collar job and you could afford to have a house. It's not.
There's also so much
true.
space, like they can continue to build houses, whereas here there's no more space. They can't build more houses.
Well, there is space, but they don't want to build houses in the spaces.
Yeah,
that
you
there
gotta
are
get
here.
permits and developments.
Speaking of space, I just moved to my little garage space, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then because I'm moving, like I just had like all these boxes everywhere, and I had no time to cook. So thank goodness today's video is brought to you by Daily Harvest.
Woohoo!
I love Daily Harvest.
I don't really like to cook when I'm busy. I don't know anyone who does because it just drives me crazy. And the problem though is that like when I get delivery and all that stuff, what ends up happening is like I eat very unhealthy. So thank goodness for Daily Harvest, because guess what? They deliver delicious food built on organic fruits and vegetables right to your door. It takes just a few minutes to prep, and I never have to question if the food I'm eating is good for me.
They never even use preservatives, added sugar, or artificial ingredients. Daily Harvest works directly with farms to freeze their ingredients at peak ripeness to lock in the nutrients and the yummy taste.
With Daily Harvest, there's an option for any time of day: smoothies, breakfast, crisp smoothies for breakfast, crisp flatbreads for lunch or dinner, and comfort food for when the weather starts to cool down, like their perfectly roasted Harvest bowls and hearty soups.
Everything stays fresh in your freezer until you're ready to enjoy it, helping you reduce food waste, which is really important.
That's cool.
Daily Harvest is also committed to minimizing their environmental impact. They're in the process of transitioning to 100% recyclable, plant-based, and renewable fiber packaging. That's dope.
That's cool. So we all deserve a break from cooking. With Daily Harvest, I can enjoy undeniably delicious, clean food without any prep. Keep it simple with Daily Harvest. Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code OTR to get $25 off your first box. That's promo code OTR for $25 off your first box at dailyharvest.com.
That's a good deal, man. $25.
That's so good.
Yeah, Vegas is a good deal too, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Isn't it crazy that, okay, for what I'm paying, it's an ADU unit. I live in a garage, right? I'm just gonna say I live in a garage.
Stop
I think
bragging.
it sounds better, right? For the same amount, I can get a 3-bedroom home in Vegas.
Oh, Jesus.
Isn't that crazy?
Dude, for the same amount, we were just talking about this, that we're paying for our mortgage, we could get a 3,000 square foot modern house that has a pool that's overlooking a lake. They man-made a bunch of lakes, and then that lake has a beach that they made, and there's
Oh
like
my
3
God.
private beaches, and it's huge. It has like huge bathtubs, and it's open floor.
Dude,
For
that
the same
sounds
fucking
amazing.
mortgage.
Wow.
Wait, how many square feet do you currently have
1,600,
versus?
so
the
it's like
house?
half.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well,
And it has
people that are listening that's not from California or New York or the East Coast, they're listening to these prices like,
Duh.
that's normal, right? So the national average for a home is about $250,000 to $300,000.
My jaw is just like,
Yeah. LA is about 700 grand.
we share a wall with people,
Yeah.
2 people.
Oh, on each side, huh?
Yeah, like it's weird shaped, but like yeah, one on this side and one in the back. Oh. Yeah.
But people from LA know that if you want to own a home, it's almost like a dream.
Yeah, I never thought I could ever.
Yeah.
I thought like, oh, it's just, I'm fine renting.
Owning a home was for rich people. Like even my parents were like, even when it was cheaper, they're just like, we're just gonna rent for the rest of our lives. Because even back then it was still expensive compared to the rest of the nation.
But the way that we're all stunned when we hear a cab driver owns 3 homes is the way that
A Yugoslavian one.
Exactly, but that's the way it should be everywhere.
you could realize the American dream in outside of California. That's what.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so please don't move to California. We're good. We're top.
No, move here. We'll swap.
Yeah.
No, I'm staying in California. So go away, go.
No, move here because we're all selling and we need buyers.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Oh, that's a good point. You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Isn't it
Definitely
crazy?
buyers.
There's this exodus that was started recently by all these like business people, and I mean Joe Rogan and Elon is a big example. And
I remember it started a while ago, even when we did our I think our first show in Austin. And when they took us to 6th Street, and then they're you see all these food trucks, they're like...
A lot of Californians.
There's a lot of California people here starting this whole food truck craze. So it's people been leaving for a while.
They've been, there's a stat that shows, but I think right now during this pandemic, it's a huge exodus. Yeah, it's double or it's at a faster rate for many, many different reasons. Also, there's a case that's going on right now that's kind of, or it's probably gonna be a huge case, but California is trying to claim that let's say YouTubers, right?
Oh, that case.
Yeah, so YouTubers, we get paid through Google AdSense. And then so they're saying that they're entitled to California taxes. Or we're entitled to pay California taxes, right?
Because Google's in California.
Yeah, but that's just a really old law that doesn't really make sense in a lot of different ways. It's a California law specifically, but it doesn't make sense because, for example, let's say you're in Texas and you're a YouTuber in Texas. Why are you subject to California taxes? It makes no freaking sense.
Yeah, you're not
And
in
it's
the same
because
economy.
YouTubers are people that make money through online based off of Silicon Valley companies. They're moving in numbers, crazy numbers. They're moving outside of California, and California is no, you owe us those taxes because those companies are here.
Well, so what happens when those companies move then?
Yeah, they're just driving people.
That's why these companies are moving. Yeah, they're stupid.
And it's not like we're employees to YouTube. We're
Contractors.
independent.
Yeah.
That's just, they're not gonna win.
I just love how the state of California, instead of going hey, we want to make this a more attractive place for you to live, are just we'll try to tax you even while you leave our state.
They're being conceited because I read this one thing that they said, I think California, if it was its own country, it would be, I forgot the number, but I think it was
Fifth largest economy.
Yeah, it is. That's one of the reasons why the government here feels let's say these billion-dollar companies leave, another one will prop up in California. So they're just hella conceited. But what's stupid and what Californian politicians don't realize is this pandemic has empowered people to say, I can live wherever I want and still make money.
I think it empowers people to go, I can be an American and not have to be in California.
Well, it gave business owners too this idea that they don't have to have employees inside of a building to get work done. Yeah. So commercial real estate, all this real estate in California, they're I don't need to be here.
Yep. And they're, shitty to small businesses here.
They're really shitty to small businesses.
Oh, hell yeah. We can't even open. Right now, I think the gyms are suing the state of California.
Yeah, there's a class action lawsuit with all
that's just one industry.
all the gyms are banding together to sue the state of California because they felt they've been unfairly treated during this whole time.
They even try to fuck their own government workers. So let's say you retire with California money, right? And then you're a cop for so many years or whatever, and let's say they move to Oregon or Washington or whatever. At that point, whatever, I forgot which state, but let's say Nevada, you don't have state income tax, right?
Yeah.
So you're no longer subject to that once you become domiciled there, meaning when you're full-time living there. But then California lost a case where they tried to still tax the retirees and said, that's California pension money, so it should be taxed California style. But it's I don't know, that didn't really play, but that's how, I guess, desperate, or that's how they're coming after everybody.
Meanwhile, they shut the state down. The politicians of the state still get paid every month.
And they still caught going to hair salons and stuff.
Exactly.
Not wearing a fucking mask.
Yeah.
But then they tell us all to wear masks, and they tell us all we can't get paid till later, and sorry.
Yeah, your friend told it to me in a way I was oh wow, I really see where he's coming from, because he didn't live in California, developed an app company, software company outside of California, but he moved to California to pursue YouTube, was thinking about selling it, and then he was wait a second, I have to pay how much tax? 15% of his software company, just because he's in California when none of the California resources helped him build the software company? He goes, this doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. So just by living here, they try to come after you.
He goes, I'd rather pay the tax to the state that I actually developed the software at. So he's like, fuck that, I'm gonna move to Nevada.
How would they even win, like, versus, like, federal laws, you know? Like, because...
Talk to an LA city councilman, dude. Like, you could be a business person. You're like, hey, why do you deserve this? Because I built this whole company out of state. And they would be like, because. Now pay us. I mean, that's literally the leeway.
True.
That's honestly the leeway we get out here. So
Even not in pandemic times, they were mean to small business owners. Like, it's really hard to start a small business, and like the way they tax you and
Minimum
the way
wages also.
Yeah, only massively rich people can start a business here. Like, what people don't know is in LA, there's so much red tape and bureaucracy that if you did everything to the T by the books, you're already like so much money in the hole.
Yeah.
And there's no way anybody can survive building a business doing it the legal way. Yeah.
you're in California. You start a business. You're paying $750 a month just for your license.
a month.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Well, that's probably
Or a year.
yeah.
But that's like,
In LA, it's different. So I'm talking mainly downtown LA or like in that area.
yeah.
The suburbs are like just outside, or different counties are more lenient. But I think if you want to make it in LA, it's really ridiculous.